Yes, hello once again, and thanks for rejoining me here on Classic Dirt Bike TV for the last and final video clip of the racing highlights from the 2023 Helsington Classic Scramble. So let's get straight down to the start line for our next scheduled race in the programme, which is, of course, race 24, and this is the pre-1978 class. So look out for some quick riders in this class. Look out for the likes of number 44 Ben Butterworth and number 873 Nathan Jones. Both of those riders riding, of course, those Alan Clues CCM bikes. But as the riders leave the line, it looks like a good start there by number 44. That's Ben Butterworth, who's your early race leader. Nathan Jones currently in second position. I think that's Carol Hodgson on the Myco there, number 661, who is currently in third as they make their way to the far side of the track. But it's Ben Butterworth, number 44, who leads Nathan Jones. So it's the battle of the CCM bikes at the front of this pack. But that CCM bike of Ben Butterworth there, that's a 1975 590 CCM machine, so obviously that big VSA B50 engine's been bored out to 590cc. But as they come towards us, it's Nathan Jones who is now your race leader, number 873. Ben Butterworth trying to go round the outside of Carol Hodgson's Myco there, but it's currently Nathan Jones who has the advantage. It looks like Ben's now moved up into second position once again. So as they come round to complete lap one, it's Nathan Jones who leads Ben Butterworth in second position, with Carol Hodgson on that, I think it's a 440 Myco that Carol's riding in third position. So as our race leaders come towards us, it's still number 873 Nathan Jones on what is a BSA 500 from 1974. So that's basically a stock CCM bike that Nathan's riding, with a big BSA B50 derived engine in the chassis. And I think that's actually quite an original bike that Nathan's riding. It's not one of those reproduction bikes that are now being made, but it's Nathan Jones, your race leader. Second is number 44 Ben Butterworth, and Carol Hodgson there, number 661, is on that 440 Myco. Number 17 is Mike van der Meer. This time Mike's out on his RM 370 Suzuki. And remember, only 4 laps of the track now, as opposed to the 5 laps that we had earlier on in the race programme, because time was getting tight and the organisers were trying to fit in the full 30 races before the end of the day. So they've reduced the lap count to 4 laps instead of 5. But it's currently Nathan Jones there, number 873, your race leader. Ben Butterworth is still in second position. It's the 2 CCM bikes at the front here doing battle, as of course they would have done way back in the 1970s when these Alan Clues machines were prevalent on many of these old racetracks way back in the day. But it looks like Ben Butterworth's going to have a go at Nathan Jones coming into this turn. He's going to try and go round the outside and then cut in to get the drive up the hill. Looks like it might even work, but it's still Nathan Jones with the advantage as they make the turn. So as both riders make their way down the hill, it's still currently, I was going to say it's Nathan Jones, but it looks like Ben got the advantage going down the hill, but it's still Nathan Jones as they go up the hill to complete another racing lap. But this is good stuff from these two very talented CCM riders. There doesn't seem to be much sign of third place man Carol Hodgson, who was doing well on the Michael, but these two have certainly opened up a decent gap to that third place rider, so it's all about these two CCM guys at the front to see who's going to take the win in this pre-1978 class race. So currently as they come down the hill, it's Nathan Jones, number 873. Ben Butterworth is still in second position, but this is a good race between these two four-stroke CCM bikes. So as they come into the turn, it's currently Nathan Jones as they make their way up the hill. Ben Butterworth is... Oh, Jesus, God almighty. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like Ben Butterworth got a big kick off that step as he made his way up the hill, and it threw him right over the handlebars and onto the deck. But he looks like he could be okay. And as far as I know, Ben soon recovered from that spill, although there was still a lap to go in that race. But because of Ben's shunt, that particular race was concluded on lap 3. So we're back to the start line once again. This is race 25, and this will be the Twin Shock A and Twin Shock B 125 classes. So again, some quite quick riders on these little 125 screamers. So as they leave the line, we'll just try and pick up our race leader. And I can see that number 91, that's Neil Brooks, who's made a decent start there in second position as they make their way up the hill. So it is indeed Neil Brooks in second position. Mark Silverton is currently in third there on the RM125 Suzuki. So as the riders make their way around the track on lap 1, it's still number 91 Neil Brooks on the 1979 CR125 Honda who leads Mark Silverton on that little RM125 Suzuki. So these two certainly beginning even to stretch a small lead on the third place man. So it's still Neil Brooks, your race leader. Mark Silverton is in second. It's Martin Stokes who's now currently in third place. Looks like we've got a faller there going into the turn, but here's your race leader, number 91 Neil Brooks. Mark Silverton is still in second position. Martin Stokes is in third there. But as I mentioned previously, we never filmed the last couple of races on the day, mainly because there was some really dark storm clouds hovering over the track, and you can see how that nice sunny weather that we had previously has now gone, and it was getting darker by the minute. So we tried to get all packed up and moving before the heavens opened up and dropped another ton of water onto the racetrack. But despite not covering the final two races on the day, I still hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. So it looks like we've got a change of leader at the front here. It's now number 151 Mark Silverton on that little RM125 Suzuki, who leads at number 91. That's Neil Brooks. And that looked like it was number 86. That's Mike Dowson, who was currently in third position. But here's your race leader, Mark Silverton, leading Neil Brooks. Number 91 is indeed at number 86, Mike Dowson in third position. So we're back with our race leaders as they make their way down from the top side of the track. It's still Mark Silverton, number 151, who leads number 91, Neil Brooks. Mike Dowson there at number 86 is riding that lovely little 1980 125 CR Honda. That's one of the bikes that we had a look at during our paddock walkabout, but it's still Mark Silverton, but it looks like Neil Brooks is trying to make a move on that outside of the track. So as they come down the hill, it's now Neil Brooks, number 91, who is currently leading Mark Silverton in second position. But as you can see, there's not much to separate these first three riders. It looks like Mark Silverton was making a move going into that turn there, so who's going to emerge as the race leader? It is indeed Mark Silverton who takes that lead back. It's now number 86, Mike Dowson, who is currently in second position, and even he's made a challenge for that race lead. So it's now Mike Dowson, your race leader, from number 151 there. That's Mark Silverton on the 125 Suzuki. So this, of course, is the last and final lap of this combined Twin Shock 125A and Twin Shock 125B classes. Both of these classes, of course, will be scored separately in their own individual classes due to the electronic transponders that are fixed onto each and every bike, so they will be recorded in their proper classes as they cross the finish line. But we have less than half a lap to go of this race, but currently it's still Mike Dowson, number 86, who is leading this 125 race. Currently in second there is Mark Silverton, but he's just been passed by number 91, Neil Brooks, for that second place position. So it's Neil Brooks, your current second placed rider, with Mark Silverton now in third. So the riders only got a couple of turns to go, so as our race leader heads down the hill for the very last time, it's going to be a well-deserved win for this man here, number 86, Mark Dowson. Number 91 is going to finish in second place, that's Neil Brooks, and it's going to be Mark Silverton on the Suzuki in third. And so moving right along, this is race 26, and this, of course, is the Twin Shock 250 class. Again, some quick riders in this class, so look out for the likes of Ryan Ireland, who's been certainly going well all afternoon here at Helsington. So we're looking for more great things from Ryan Ireland in this class. So as the riders leave the line, and so as the riders begin lap one, it looks like it's number 22, Peter Carr, who's made a good start on his 250 Red Rocket. Ryan Ireland looks like he's making a move on Peter Carr going up the hill there. And I think it is, yes it is, it's Ryan Ireland who's now your new race leader as they come down the hill. Peter Carr currently in second position, and it's number 2, Sean Muir, who's currently in third. Number 69 there in yellow, that is of course David Wood on his RM250 Suzuki. So some quick riders once again here at the front of this pack. So we are currently looking at our second placed position rider, number 2, and that's Sean Muir on his 250 Red Rocket from 1979. So Sean's made a very good start there on his little Honda. Looks like number 22, Peter Carr, is now in third position. That's number 13, Chris Winder, just making his way past there. Number 21 is Neil Jones, also on a Red Rocket. So as you can gather, there was certainly no shortage of 250 Honda Red Rockets at this year's Helsington Scramble. Number 21 just going through there is Neil Jones. Neil again is another one of those Red Rocket fans, but it's still Ryan Ireland here, number 43 at the front of this pack. So again, Ryan's one of the riders that's had a very good day here at Helsington, because he's won a few races already this afternoon, so he's still going very well on this 250 Honda. Now, if you've been enjoying all my content from this year's Helsington Classic Scramble and you'd like to show your appreciation of my hard work by bringing you this content, and you can make a very small donation to my YouTube channel by simply clicking on that little thanks button at the bottom of your video viewer, because it does cost me financially to put this material together, although of course everybody who watches it gets it absolutely free, but any donations would certainly be greatly appreciated. So we're currently looking at number 13, that's Chris Winder, and here's your race leader, 43, Ryan Ireland, who's hardly put a foot wrong all afternoon, and it's number 2 there, Sean Muir, who's currently in second position. So Sean once again has had a good day here at Helsington. He's been riding very well on his 250 Red Rocket. I think that's another 1979 model that Sean's riding. So Sean, as I said, is having quite a good day on his particular 250. He's not close enough, I don't think, yet to make a challenge on Ryan Ireland, but he is your race leader as he comes round to start his last and final lap. So this has been another good ride here by number 43 Ryan Ireland, and it's still Sean Muir in second position, and number 69 David Wood, who's currently in third, and I think it's Chris Winder who's in fourth. Number 21 again is Neil Jones. But you can see the sky getting darker by the minute, so the storm clouds weren't too far away from soaking this Helsington racetrack, but we still have one more race left for you to take a look at. But here's your race leader as he heads towards the checkered flag. It's number 43 Ryan Ireland. Still in second position is Sean Muir with number 69 here. That's David Wood on his RM 250 Suzuki. So it's going to be another race win chalked up for this man here, number 43 Ryan Ireland, as he takes the checkered flag. Second place is going to be Sean Muir, and it's going to be Mark Silverton who's going to take that third place position. So that quite nicely brings us on to race 27, and this was the last race that I filmed on the day prior to the monsoon rains coming. So this is a twin shock over 60s class, basically the veterans of twin shock racing. Still some quick riders in this class, even although these boys are maturing a bit more in their years now, but they're still quick on these twin shock machines. Now it's number 62, I think, Chris Woodward, who's your early race leader, and I think that could be number 511 in second position here. That's Chris Rogerson on his big 400 Michael. But as we look to the far side of the racetrack, it's still that man, number 62 Chris Woodward on the big 480 Honda, who is your race leader. And you can see the sky in the background there getting really quite black as the storm clouds approach, but Chris Woodward has certainly taken command of this race. Second place is still at number 511 Chris Rogerson, as we take a look at number 2 Paul Chiappa. So as they come round to complete lap 1, it's number 62 Chris Woodward who leads. At number 511, that's Chris Rogerson. Number 93 is Nigel Sowerby. Paul Chiappa is at number 2 as he just makes his way through there on that 81 490 Michael. So we're back with our race leader once again, Chris Woodward, or Woody as he's known to his friends, but of course I don't know Chris personally, but we'll just give him his full title of Chris Woodward. But he's certainly going well on that big 480 Honda. I think we have a change of second placed rider as well in that position. I think it's number 93 now, Nigel Sowerby, who's in second. There he goes through now, and it's 511 Chris Rogerson in third, with Paul Chiappa, number 2, in fourth. And of course, having said that, Paul Chiappa has now moved up into third position. Number 51 just making his way through there, that's Martin Stokes. We go back to our front runners, and we're looking at the battle for second and third place positions. It's still number 93 Nigel Sowerby who leads Paul Chiappa at number 2 in third. So these two having a right old scrap as they make their way round this quite bumpy Helsington racetrack, because it is getting quite bumpy as the races count down. So these guys have just got a couple of turns to go as they head towards the checkered flag on their last and final lap. So this is the battle for second and third placed positions between Nigel Sowerby and Paul Chiappa. So who's going to take that second placed position? So coming down the hill, it's going to be Nigel Sowerby, but Paul Chiappa is going to try and go round the outside to take that second place spot. So it's Paul Chiappa who's going to finish in second, with Nigel Sowerby crossing the line in third. So there you have it. That just about concludes everything that went down over the course of the weekend here at the 2023 Helsington Classic Scramble. It's been another quite successful weekend for the Westmoreland Motor Club, and of course to the many riders and the many spectators that came along to witness the event. Now I'm already looking forward to 2024. That is, of course, if the Westmoreland Motor Club invite my services along, but I've certainly enjoyed my first visit to this historic Helsington racetrack, and like I say, I hope to be back in 2024. But from all of us here at Classic Dirt Bike TV and the Westmoreland Motor Club, from the 2023 Helsington Classic Scramble, it's goodbye for now.